again and welcome back. Welcome to class. Welcome back. Welcome to another day, to another class. Welcome to class 211. Yes, sir. 211. All right. Regular verbs, endings, second column. Every day I ask. Yesterday I asked. I asked everybody. Se lo pregunté a todo el mundo. I asked everybody. Every day I check the unit. And yesterday I checked the unit. I checked it before the class. I checked it before the class. I didn't check it after the class. Every day I cook eggs. Fried eggs. Sometimes I cook scrambled eggs, huevos revueltos. Sometimes I cook fried eggs. Sometimes I cook only one egg, and sometimes I cook two. This morning I cooked one. Yeah, but did you cook a fried egg or a scrambled egg? I cooked a fried egg, just one. Yeah. But the day before yesterday, the morning before, yesterday morning, I cooked two eggs. I cooked two scrambled eggs. I danced all night. I crossed the river to come. Did you cross the river to come here? Yes, I did. I crossed 3 rivers to come here. Come on, Richard. No, I crossed only one. Really? Did you cross the Mantenerte? No, I didn't cross the Mantenerte. Well, if you didn't cross the Mantenerte, do you live in Madrid? Yes, I live in Madrid. Well, then if you didn't cross the Mantenerte, you didn't cross any rivers. Ah, yes, I did. I crossed the Bajo Abroñigal. The what? The Bajo Abroñigal. Under the Castellana Recoletos en Paseo del Prado is the Bajo Abroñigal. And it goes down, underground, under the street. It goes down to Atocha and turns and goes down Méndez Álvaro to the Abroñigal. The Bajo Abroñigal to the Abroñigal. The Abroñigal goes to the Mantenarte. So I crossed one river, but underground river. Okay. Crossed. Escaped. Yes. How many prisoners escaped from Alcalá Meco last year? 7 prisoners escaped. No. As far as I know, nobody escaped. Nobody escaped from Alcalá Meco prison last year. Nobody escaped. Finished. When did you finish this class yesterday? Yesterday I finished the class at 4 minutes to 8 in the morning. All right. Helped. Did Marta help you yesterday? Yes, she helped me. How did she help you? She helped me with everything. She put on my makeup. She cleaned the table. She arranged the props. She turned on the camera. She placed my microphone. Yeah. She did everything. She helped me in so many ways. Yeah, she helped me. All right, helped. Hoped. Jumped. Who jumped over the moon? The cow, remember? La vaca saltó sobre la luna. The cow jumped over the moon. And who jumped over the yellow pencil? The purple pencil. Boom, jumped over. Ooh, jumped over the yellow pencil. Jumped over. Jumped into. Jumped out of. Jumped. ¿Quién saltó a la piscina? Who jumped into? Who jumped into the swimming pool? Who jumped into the swimming pool? I jumped into the swimming pool. And who jumped over the moon? The cow jumped over the moon. Okay. So jumped. Laughed. And who laughed when the cow jumped over the moon? The little dog. The little dog laughed to see such a sight. Does Marta laugh at you when you teach? Sometimes she laughs. If I say something funny that she understands, then yes, sometimes she laughs. Did she laugh at you yesterday? Yes, she laughed at me. Se rió de mí. Bueno, se rió, bueno, no se burló de mí, pero se rió un poco de mí. She laughed at me yesterday. She laughed at me. I'm used to it. Excuse me? I'm used to it. Music. Música, music? I'm used to it. No, I'm music. Yo soy música. No, I'm music. No, I'm used to it. I don't understand that. I'm used to it. Amusing, divertido. No, amusing. No, amusing. No, I'm used to it. Macho, no te entiendo. All right. I am used to it. Estoy acostumbrado. A que se ríe de mí. Pero en inglés no se puede decir estoy acostumbrado. Hay que decir estoy acostumbrado a ello. O sea, a que se ría. I'm used to it. I'm used to, como el pasado used, pero se pronuncia used to, como el monasterio de Yuste. El monasterio de used to. All right. I'm used to. I'm used to it. I'm used to it. I'm used to it. Yeah, she laughs at me every day. She laughed at me yesterday. She laughed at me the day before yesterday. She laughed at me last month. She even laughed at me in the first class last January. I remember because I said, I looked at the camera. I looked at you. Do you remember? I looked at you and I said, a book, a table, a chair, a watch, a pencil. Bueno, tenía un boli, a pen. Do you remember? And she couldn't stop laughing. She laughed at me the whole time. But I was able to continue teaching in spite of the fact that she was laughing. She laughed at me. Se rió de mí. Se reía de mí. She laughed at me, laughed at me, laughed at me. Missed. Oh, yeah. I missed the beginning. I went to a movie yesterday and I missed the first 5 minutes. And the first 5 minutes were critical to understand. I didn't understand the movie. So because I missed. Perdí los primeros 5 minutos. I missed the first 5 minutes. Why did I miss the first 5 minutes? Because I got to the cinema late. Why did I get to the cinema late? Because I missed the bus. And I had to wait for the next bus. I missed the bus by 2 seconds, but I missed the bus. Missed, noticed, parked, aparqué. Adelante, I passed. Adelante a 4 coches. I passed 4 cars. Picked. Yes, I picked. ¿Qué color elegiste ayer? Yesterday I picked the yellow pencil. Well, how many pencils did you pick yesterday? I picked 5 pencils. First I picked the yellow one, then I picked the blue one, then I picked the orange one, etc. Progress. Did you progress last month? Yes, Richard, I progressed a lot last month. Promised. Did you promise me last month to make an effort this month? Yes, I did. I promised you. I promised you. Tuesday. I promised you. Te prometí. I promised him. I promised her. I promised them. I promised myself. I promised. I promised. A promise is a promise. Pushed. You remember yesterday? I pulled and you pushed? No. I pushed and you pulled. Remember? Ayer empujé yo y tú tiraste, right? Yeah. I pushed and you pulled. Moving this book. I'm pushing the book towards you. Now I'm pulling the book back to its place. First, I pushed the book towards you, and then I pulled the book back towards me. All right. Reached, pushed, reached. Reach. To reach. I can reach the microphone, but I need to make a small effort to reach the microphone. I can reach the guitar, but I can't reach the ceiling. It's impossible. I can't reach the ceiling. Yes. Reached. Reached how many llegar? Yesterday I drove to Segovia. I stopped along the way 3 times. And I finally reached Segovia just before lunch. I reached Segovia. I got to Segovia later than expected. later than expected because I stopped. Reached, expected, stopped. Ayer llegué un poco tarde a Segovia porque paré 3 veces, o sea, más tarde de lo esperado porque me paré 3 veces en camino. Yesterday, I drove to Segovia. Now, I was planning to reach the city at 1 o'clock. However, I reached Segovia just before 2. I reached my destination 55 minutes late. I reached my destination late, much later than expected. I expected to reach Segovia. I expected to reach my destination at 1 o'clock. But I reached my destination at 1:55, a lot later than I expected. Why? Because I stopped 3 times along the way. I stopped for gasoline. I stopped to check the tires, los neumáticos, and I stopped. Oh, well, the police stopped me. The police stopped you? Yeah, on the way to Segovia yesterday. The police stopped you. Tuesday, otra vez. Yes, the police stopped me. Stopped. The police stopped me. Why did they stop you? They stopped me because I was driving too fast. Oh, did they give you a fine? Yes, they gave me a fine. Te dieron un bien. No, fine, escrito fine, se escribe igual, pero es una multa. They gave me a fine. How much? 100 euros. Are you going to pay it? Yes. Were you driving too fast? Yes, I was driving too fast. How fast were you driving when the police stopped you? I was driving at 150 kilometers an hour. What was the speed limit? The speed limit was 120. Wow. And you were driving at 150. Yes. And the fine was only 100 euros? No. The fine was 200 euros. But if I pay the fine quickly, before a certain date, then the fine is only 100. Certain, si lo pago previo a cierta fecha, escucha, certain date, certain. ¿Cómo se dice sí señor en inglés? Yes, sir, sir. ¿Cómo se dice el número 10? 10. Sí señor, número 10. Yes, certain, 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 certain. Así se pronuncia certain, se pronuncia certain. Sí señor, número 10, certain. So if I pay the fine before a certain date, then I only have to pay 50%. So in reality, really, the fine was 200 euros. So you stopped 3 times. You stopped for gasoline. You stopped to check your tires. Yes, I was driving and I noticed vibration. I noticed some vibration on the steering wheel. And I thought, well, maybe a tire. Maybe I have a flat tire. Maybe I have a problem with a tire. So I pulled over to the side of the road. I got out and I walked around the car and I checked the 4 tires. I checked the front tires and I checked the rear tires. And I didn't see any problem. So I got back into my car, started it, and began driving again to Segovia. But because of the time, I started driving too fast. And the police stopped me. And how much time did you spend with the police? I spent about 15 minutes with the police. That was the problem. Well, 20 minutes probably with the police. And did they stop you? on the main road or on the secondary road. They stopped me just before the tunnel in Guadarrama. They stopped me. Okay, stopped. Pushed, reached, etc. Talked. Did you talk to the policeman? Yes, I talked to him. Well, how many policemen were there? There were two. A man and a woman. Really? Yeah. And did you talk to them? Well, of course I talked to them. Did they ask you for anything? Well, they asked me for my driver's license, and they asked me for my car papers. Did you give them to them? Yes, I gave them to them. Did they give them back to you? Of course they gave them back to me. And did you speak to the policeman in Spanish or in English? I spoke to them in Spanish. And did you speak to the female policeman, to the woman? No. The man, I spoke to the man, the policeman, not to the policewoman. But the policewoman was watching. And I noticed the policewoman. Why did you notice her? Because she was very attractive. Ah, yeah, okay. And did you say anything to her? No, I didn't say anything to her. Did she say anything to you? Yeah. At the end, after finishing all of the arrangements with, finally, the policeman said, you can continue, but drive carefully. And so I said, well, thank you, officer. Gracias, agente. Se dice en inglés, americano se dice officer. Thank you, officer. And I started to roll up the window, and the policewoman said, me encanta su programa de tele. Okay. So they gave me a fine, even though, even though they liked my television show. All right, walked. Yes, walked. The last time I walked here was 2 months ago. No, 3 months ago. Yeah, 3 months ago. The last time I walked here during the coronavirus. 4 months ago, eh? During the coronavirus question. I walked here. Washed. Richard, when was the last time you washed your clothes yourself? Last summer. I washed my clothes. How did you wash them? In the shower, taking a shower with my clothes on. Come on, yeah. Well, when I was single, sometimes I washed my T-shirts that way. You're kidding. No. It works. Sometimes, when I was single, cuando era soltero, when I was a bachelor, sometimes I washed my T-shirts, mis camisetas, in the shower. Taking a shower, okay? Washed. When was the last time you washed your car? The last time I washed my car was 2 or 3 days, 3 days ago. Really? Yeah. Well, I went through a tunnel. I personally didn't wash my car. The machine washed my car. Washed. Did you watch TV yesterday? Yes, I did. I watched TV yesterday. For how long? No, not very long. I watched TV for about 10 minutes only yesterday. You didn't? Did you watch yourself on TV? Yes, I watched this show yesterday, but not on television. I watched about 5 minutes of it on my computer. And you didn't watch the whole show? I don't watch my shows. I don't watch my classes, usually. At the beginning, yes, to check the lighting, the makeup, the props, At the beginning, yes, I watch carefully to see if there's a problem or if we need to improve something. But usually I don't watch them. If I watch my program, I fall asleep. I fall asleep in front of myself. Yes, I'm probably the only person in the world who has fallen asleep in front of his own image on television. Yeah, sleeping. Said, darling, you're on television. Oh yeah, I fall asleep. Finally, wished. Okay, last Christmas I didn't wish you a Merry Christmas last year because I didn't know you. Yeah, but I wished a lot of people a Merry Christmas. I wish you a Merry Christmas, but next Christmas I'll wish you a Merry Christmas. Worked. When I was 15, I worked as a paperboy. When I was 16, I worked in a supermarket. When I was 17, I worked in a pizzeria. When I was 18, I worked in a warehouse, almacén. I worked. When I was 22 and 23, I worked in a nuclear plant in Guadalajara. When I was 24, I worked freelance, independently. And when I was 25, I worked in this company. When I was 25. I started this company. Yeah, I started this company when I was 25. Yeah. The reason I need to think is because my birthday is in November. So it's near the end of the year. So I started this company in 1977. Now, I was born in 1951. 77 minus 51 is 6. But I wasn't 26. I was still 25 because later in November I turned 26. So I started this company when I was 20. I started this company when I was 25. Yeah. So, and now I'm still here. I'm still in the company. Y still es lo que vamos a ver en la clase siguiente, pero puedo empezar ahora. So worked. Still. Yes. And I'm still a teacher. Cadena perpetua. Life sentence to teaching is life sentence. And I'm still a teacher. Unit 20. That was in Unit 20, right? I lost my place. I went back to the simple past. Still, I started teaching in 1974. And I'm still teaching. I'm still a teacher. I started teaching on television in 2006, 2005 or 2006. And I'm still teaching on television. Yes. I started using this microphone as a prop in 2008. And I still use it as a prop. Yes. My friend from Barcelona gave me this guitar about 8 years ago. And I always use it, and I still use it. By the way, is Emmanuel Macron, still the president of France? Yes, he is. He's still the president of France. Is Spain still a member of the European Union? Yes, Spain is still a member. Why? Is Spain planning to leave? Well, no. Spain is a member of the European Union. Is the United Kingdom still a member of the European Union? No, it's not a member anymore. It left the European Union several months ago, I think in February or March of this year. Is the United States still a strong country? Yes, it's still a strong country. Is Vladimir Putin still the president of Russia? Yes, he's still the president of Russia. Richard, is your class still in session? Yes, this class is still in session. The class isn't over yet. It isn't over yet. The class is still in session. Still, anymore. Anymore significa ya no. I don't live, well, I used to live near Retiro Park. I don't live there anymore. Many years ago, I lived in Oklahoma, but I don't live there anymore. Many years ago, I lived in Texas, but I don't live there anymore. I'm a, I'm a teacher, yes, I'm still a teacher, but I'm not a classroom teacher anymore. I only teach on TV and on the radio. I don't teach in the classroom anymore. I'm still here, eh? The class isn't over yet. The class, because I'm still here. I'm still using this book. But we are not in Unit 19 anymore. Now we're in Unit 20. And I'm still here. I haven't finished. This class isn't over yet. Not yet. Now, yes. See you tomorrow.